Burnout. It's a real thing that every person who works with children experience in their career at some point. I'm sure of it. When you feel like you have no more to give and your energy levels are at their lowest for this work, I remember working 5 days a week while heavily pregnant and feeling like I wasn't operating my program like I wish I could. My energy and patience were low, and I was just so ready to focus on my own family and this little baby. Then fast forward to going back to work again when baby was about 6 months old. I had so much passion and excitement for getting back into the swing of things and making new connections with the children. So lately, I'm reminding myself of these feelings I had and trying to remember it will pass. For me, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. And so I'm thinking about how I can deal with these emotions and lack of physical energy right here, right now, plus how I can adjust my space, the routines, or parts of my life that could make this career and business easier so I can participate and facilitate with my full self for years to come. Today, I'm feeling frustrated with myself. I know it's not a healthy thing, and I should, like I talk about often here on my channel, give myself some grace. But I want to be an open book and share with you my raw emotions too, because we childcare providers need to feel heard and seen, and I want to normalize all these obstacles we face. So today, I'm just showing up here with you and letting you know how it is. I really don't want to be burnt out. It's in the middle of summer, for goodness sake. Why am I feeling this way? I know I'm carrying some heavy grief, and we all have our things that we carry with us every day. I know these feelings all too well. The way the outdoor play yard has been looking has really been bothering me because I had all these big plans in the spring to have a really great semi-permanent outdoor setup that includes a little kitchenette, toileting area, a new table for meals, and some more space for tinkering and art exploration, etc. Feel like a failure. This is not how I hoped this space would be looking by now. So instead of just sitting here disappointed, I'm going to just do as much as I can right here, right now, to work toward the ideal space. I'm experimenting with moving furniture and adjusting what I have to make it look more like what I was hoping. It doesn't help that this morning it was a cloudy, dreary looking day because then I was finding myself feeling extra frustrated about it all. The play yard was covered in materials everywhere to the next level, and there were some pieces of paper and garbage left around from art experience, even if I was going to move them. Just picking things up and putting them into a place where they go for now. I picked up the pieces of garbage and threw out any of the play materials that were broken or damaged. This in itself made me feel a tiny bit better. Now I'm coming up with a new plan. Oh boy, am I ever indecisive and such a procrastinator. I hate that about myself. I wish I could just get it all done. I'm taking some time while I've got the children engaged here in play to move some of the furniture. And just when I think I have something where I like it, I'm off and moving it to a new place to try. April or May, I bought these cheap canopy tents from Walmart, and I've been very disappointed with them. They couldn't even withstand the slightest breeze, and so I packed them up and anticipated to return them. But hello, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Victoria, and I'm a procrastinator. So do you think they got returned? Nope, of course they didn't, and it's probably too late now to return. I really wish I could have a nice permanent structure with nice wooden beams and a tin roof. Because of my lack of time and my budget, that doesn't look like it's going to happen, at least not this year. And another thing I get frustrated with myself about. I really am good at overthinking what I have to a point of nothing actually gets done about it. The table adjusts to an adult-sized picnic table, and so it was just too big for here in our space. So I'm going to switch it out and add my smaller folding table for this spot. I found after many days eating meals out here, this is the most practical spot in the play yard for me to have my prep space. So I'm going to add a cute tablecloth that is also wipeable, and I moved the hand washing station right beside it as well. I've made a list of items that I think I could get my hands on if I make time to run to the dollar store. So I'm going to try and pick these up to add to our new furniture arrangement. Okay, so this is basically what I'm doing right now to bandage those burnout feelings. Just putting my nose down and prioritize getting some things done. This makes me feel better in the short term and lifts some of the stress away, but I'm not ignorant to the fact that this is not going to solve my problems for long. If you're feeling this way too, we need to think about what we can do to adjust something in order to make life and work function healthier. And so we can thrive in both places. The goal here is to not just live for the weekends or wish your work days away, but to build in rhythms and new habits to address the real issue and experiment with what helps us stay passionate and engaged educators. With this in mind, I've been doing some thinking on it, and I'm going to be trying something different in September. This summer, more than half of the families in my care will have had or are shortly expecting another baby. The older siblings, they are all staying in childcare with me 3 days a week or less. And so this has naturally made a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule for me. Now, I could definitely fill the Monday and Friday spaces, but I could change things up a bit to help me offer a more sustainable and long-term program. I considered supplementing the lost income by looking for a part-time job, maybe something completely different outside of childcare, caring for children. But I chatted with my husband a bit, and we think we can swing trying out Mondays and Fridays as days for homework and one-on-one care with our son. For now, in the fall, we are going to trial this and reassess how it's working for my mental health and our overall well-being as a family. So I also predict this could really help with keeping up my energy and engagement with the children, keeping that up in those 3 days I am open and not totally crashing at the end of the week. I'm seeing it giving me space in our weeks for personal growth, bonding more with our son. There he is right now. Do you want a snack, honey? More? Okay, I'll be right back. And back, keeping up with housework and caring for our chickens and property. So on that note, can I tell you a little secret? I'm hoping this will not only allow me more time and energy to focus on my engagement at work and my family matters, but also on this channel. And so in the autumn months, I'm going to work on possibly starting a blog for you. I've been tossing around this idea for a while, and I'm hoping it could be a home base for us to all connect with one another and build some deeper connections and support. If you're still watching this episode right to the end now, I've got some questions and I need your feedback on it. You think you'd be interested in a blog/website? What do you want to see? Do you want it to go by the same handle, the Early Childhood Educator, and be strictly early learning and care content? Or does the idea of something with more variety in topics appeal to you? It'd be content that is inclusive of early learning content, but that maybe also has some bit more things about family, matters about children, spending time outdoors, homesteading, homemaking, home decor. Please let me know in the comments below. It's so helpful for me, and I truly want to know what you want. I started this channel to be a support to you after all. Thanks for joining me in the realness of burnout. Hey, I'm in that place with you, and it can suck. But remember, you are passionate and skilled. Let's experiment with what can help us have a better work-life balance. See you next week on The Early Childhood Educator.